Welcome, everybody. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals is about to begin here inside the arena. The visiting Denver Nuggets will face off against the Lakers. Then it's Mudiay, then there's Gallinari, and it's Scott in at the point guard position. Now here's Johnson. Unloads from 13. Magic knocks it down. He shot 52% from the field in his years with the Lakers.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
To the middle. Here's Covington. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Covington's got his first basket.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots and typically good things happen.
Scott, good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Frank Vogel and I got a chance to talk for a bit. After taking the first matchup with them, he wants his team to be even more assertive on the offensive end. He told me, I feel we can have our way on offense. Get them into matchups that they don't like and find points that way. It's what helped in our first meeting. Let's see if they can do it again here, guys.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. The early game plan centered around their offense, it sounds like.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's the right approach for this game. I mean, if they can get off to a good start offensively, everything else should come together.
Well, what happens if they don't get off to a fast start? I mean, they'll be scrambling looking for answers. We'll see if that approach works for them.
Now here's Johnson. It's Denver.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Scott cranes the three-pointer. Scott's got 10 points.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Vonleh kicks to Powell. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Scott. Moving it up. Finished off the break. He's got 12.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Johnson attacking. And off the front, and in it goes.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
A different look for Denver. Robert Covington comes in for Vonleh. And it's Mills in for Powell. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Gallinari. That is good. Gallinari's got his second bucket of the night.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
He had a great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Here's Covington. Now the pass to Worthy. A floater. Good.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Gallinari. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Marvin Williams is checked in for Denver. No good on the second free throw. Denver trails by 5. Here's Johnson, and Denver again with the bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Johnson's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A nice shot by Gallinari.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
That's his first personal foul.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game.
Magic Johnson. At the line.
The foul shot good by Magic. 85% from the line in his career. And both free throws good for Johnson.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Here's Jokic. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
So here's Gallinari. Cans the shot from the wing. Gallinari's got 10 points in the game.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The away team leading by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
Mills out there with Henderson. Then there's Vonleh. Then it's Marvin Williams. And it's Covington in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Williams gets the bucket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And now Conley running the floor all by himself. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Worthy comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Powell in for Robert Covington. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And the shot is good.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Outside Worthy. Worthy drawing the double team. Shot's good by Mills.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Mills with the steal. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Chandler comes with the double team. It's stolen by Moutier. And here they come. And here they go. Finished off the break. Moutier's got 4 this quarter.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Yeah, saw some things that just...
He might as well make those adjustments right away.
Scott up top, covered by Mills. Scott, good.
Great shot. I mean, so difficult to get your shot on line when you're off balance like that.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Team
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. From 11 feet away, and there's Worthy on the assist by Mills. Mills has got 4 assists now tonight. Worthy's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Here's Scott. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking it. Advantage.
Worthy drawing the double team. Knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. And he goes in for the dunk.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one comes. A different look for Denver. Covington's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Patty Mills. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Here's Fareed. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Johnson. He's got 8. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Vonleh. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Marvin Williams has checked in for Noah Vonleh. And Robert Covington subbed in for Worthy.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
Here's Powell to the middle. Johnson kicks to Williams. Here's Powell. And again, Denver with the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Scott. And he gets the bucket. Scott's got 22 points.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
And why change? I mean, that's 8 straight points in the paint. and they have now turned this into a physical game.
Johnson's gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just one miss, and he gets the bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And Denver again with the bucket.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Johnson's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Denver shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
First personal foul. At the line.
First one falls for.
Taking 2 shots.
And Johnson drops them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Here's Moutier, and the jumper falls for him. Moutier's got 6. Johnson goes in. Here's Covington. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Moutier. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So we've reached the end of the first half of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, James Dean.
Back here at the Western Conference Finals as we get things started once more.
And what a tremendous game for Slim. He's got 26 points and 2 steals. You talk about being on, he's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
This is superhuman stuff we're seeing today, guys.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. We've got Gallinari. Nurkic is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then it's Moutier, and it's Scott in at the 1 spot.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 14. And Denver again with the bucket.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Scott, good.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Johnson kicks it over to Worthy. James Worthy stuffs it through.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Cooper, he's checked in for Scott. Here's Moutier. Buries it from 3-point range. Moutier's got 9.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Denver calls timeout. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Worthy against Gallinari. Knocked away. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Moutier. Look at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on...
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. And here's Gallinari outside, and he gets it to go. Gallinari's got 13 points.
What a great start to the second half. They still haven't missed a field goal.
Johnson kicks to Covington. Nurkic with the steal. Knocked loose. Stolen by Magic. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Him tonight, a real nice lift for their offense.
Powell dishes to Johnson. Fades and shoots. And Denver again with the bucket.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play. You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Denver making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Fast break, here they come. And Moutier throws it down.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Got a piece of it. And now the fast break. Fareed with the ball.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. A different look for Denver. Williams, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. And Robert Covington subbed in for James Worthy. Fareed, no good on the free throw. Denver trails by 18. 29 seconds left in the third. For Denver, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And he can't get the first one. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Johnson.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And here's Conley outside. Good. Conley's got 9.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Ball stolen. Here's Mills. And that one's good. Mills has got his third basket of the night right there. Outside Conley. It could go. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
What a three at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Here's Mills. Williams is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Mills. Then it's Henderson. And it's Covington in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Kicks to Scott. Shoots. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 34 points for Slim.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Timeout call.
Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. The most important points they can get, he said, are points in transition. He told them to push it, create opportunities on the fast break. He also urged them to drive the lane aggressively on offense, saying they won't be able to handle us if we can get bodies to the basket each and every time down the court. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Really an extraordinary game for Williams. He has 9 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Denver trails by 20. Right side Worthy. And Slim picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Johnson double teamed. Vonleh, the pass to Powell. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up. Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Powell's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Outside, Scott. The three. That is good. Scott's got 40 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Kenneth Murray. Danilo Gallinari.
Conley against Johnson. Lets the three fly, and it's Michael Conley with the three. Conley's got 9 points now in just the second half. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
It's stolen by Moutier, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Conley against Johnson. There's a screen by Williams. Can they get it? That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. And 11 points for Williams.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Here's Powell. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be and letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Nurkic lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here's Williams. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket pop.
Kind of serve.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And that one falls for Henderson.
Number 2.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Timeout call. Timeout call. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Scotty's checked in for Moutier.
Scott.
Drive by Scott, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the open. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Chandler outside. Pass to Cooper. And taken away by Johnson. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Kevin, he's in a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Scott against Johnson. Now, here's Scott. The three ball. Off target with that shot. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the biggest game of the year, the last game of the season, a winner-take-all single-game NBA Final. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We'll see the New York Knicks facing the home team. Single-game elimination format, they hold the all-important home court advantage. Can they take advantage?
And a long season comes down to this. Two teams enter, only one will advance, but their work in the regular season has given them home court advantage, and that is a huge edge.
This is one of the most charged up arenas I've ever been in here today. I mean, absolutely off the charts, fantastic. And I'll bet the players are even more excited than the fans, but they've got to idle down that excitement and get focused and composed to play their best.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Anthony. Porzingis is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Kendall Marshall. And it's Harris in at the two-guard spot.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it. Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Outside, Scott, wide open look, and the jumper is on the mark. Scott's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And Slim picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Once again, Team Dancers.
Marshall passes to Porzingis. Here's Anthony. And he banks in the layup.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
7 seconds left here in the first quarter. That will count. He knocks it down right at the buzzer.
That's a shot he'll never forget. As dramatic as they come.
Before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working together. You know, the biggest thing is the defensive end. As long as we keep that up, we're going to score enough points to, you know.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
And welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score, multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
They've got Kenneth Faried. Cooper is out there with Conley. Then there's Gallinaro. And for the Knicks, they've got Gorgui Dieng. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then it's Kendall Marshall. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. Adams outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Biyombo. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Gallinari is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Moutier. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. 19 seconds left in the first half. And for New York, Kendall Marshall out there with Adams. Then it's Gorgui Dieng. And there's Bismack.
How about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. New York shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Conley. The 17-footer goes down. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Anthony. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And a heightened atmosphere we have here this evening for NBA playoff. Taking a look at this home squad. They wanted to get out to a fast start in this championship series. And just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. You look at Michael Conley, what a contribution.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot. Even the tough.
We've got Moutier. Gallinari is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then there's Scott, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Kicks it to Marshall. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Taken away by Anthony. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. 26 seconds left in the third. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A different look for New York. Nogueira comes in for Porzingis, and it's Jordan Adams in for Harris. Both free throws good from Anthony. In for Mike Conley. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Adams against Scott from outside the arc, and the shot is good. Scott's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Got a piece of it. Anthony kicks to Adams. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Adams has got his first points in this one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And he gets it to go. And 11 points for Slim.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits it. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Here's Kilpatrick. And so they foul intentionally. Moutier is checked in for Cooper. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. Gorgie Dang is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Harris. Then it's Anthony. And it's Kilpatrick in at the point. Stolen away. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Here's Harris. Buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And so here's the home team. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And with that basket, you have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark. So it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on.
And New York making a change here. Here's Porzingis. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Here's Scott. Goes up off the inbound. And that one is hammered home.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
Going to be hard, though, Greg. I mean, they don't have much time to work with here, but we've seen crazy stuff happen in this game.
Harris outside. Pass to Anthony. Shoots. Good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game. Who knows? But let's just get out of here.
Here's Ford. Cranes it from downtown.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Outside, Scott now off the inbound. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
With the points he's racked up in the paint, he's taking some pressure off of their perimeter shooters.
And they've done it, the new NBA champions. What a moment it is right now to see the team who played so well together enjoying, Clark, this NBA championship moment.
Well, Kevin, it's awesome to be here to witness what happened tonight.
And seeing this team come together over the course of the season and on into the playoffs, what a joy. I mean, there is no better champion the league could have asked for.
And a pleasure here at 2K Sports to be with you all season long. Good night, everyone.